let me show you the different types of grains and how to understand these bats are good or bad. Okay. Uh, this is CA bat. You can see the grain of this bat is almost like 13, 14 grains, very narrow grains, but very straight grain. So by looking at this bat, you know this is actually fantastic bat. And most of the English willow would be very white, a very white color bat, no brown or anything. I know many of you nowadays like double color bat with the white and brown in it. But I normally avoid the brown color bat nowadays because of a lot of fake bats that is in the market. I normally look into only white bat because very white bats are mostly English willow bat. I know there are some brown bats, it could be also English willow, which call it like heartwood or something. But it is very difficult nowadays to differentiate or identify whether these are real English willow or not, because many of the non-English willow bat are actually brown. So that's why I only go with white color bat, fully white. And then I'll come back to later on this brown mark in between of the willow. What does that mean? But this is one of the finest willow. You can see all straight grain, very straight, and it's not more than 13, 14 grains. Don't buy bats with like lot of small grains, like 20 grains or something like that. Those bats are not good. Those will be breaking very fast, and many of those may not be original English willow. So my preference would be 7, 8, 9, 10 and up to maximum 14. I don't buy any bat more than 14 grains because then those are not good. But anything above 10, 12 are actually good, and then there should be a decent gap between the grain. I don't buy a very narrow grain bat, more than 14 grains. I don't buy it. So this grain, you understand, very straight grain and narrow, little bit narrow grain, but straight, and not more than 14 grains. And the grain represent the age of the willow. So that means this is a 14 years old age willow. The more grain, sometimes people say that is better, but actually what happens, the more grain means is an old willow. So it is actually more easier to prepare that bat, but it also comes with vulnerability. That means it can break early because it's an old willow. Sometimes it could have less grain. That doesn't mean it's bad or anything like that. It just means that you may need to spend a little bit more time to prepare the bat. But there could be some very fantastic willow like this one, not having 14 grains, but you can see these are decent size, very straight grain. The main important thing is the grain is very straight and the willow looks very white, right? So that is one of the important things to understand the English willow. And some of this bat is also very good because it got some very nice knock here. It's called tiger mark or something like that. Some people call it butterfly mark. So these are also very good sign because the bat having the butterfly sign is actually good in my view. But then you can see these are very straight white color English willow bat, right? So straight grain, 10 grains. So that's how I pick my bat. It needs to be very straight, around 10 to 14 grains, and then the color needs to be very white. In this bat, I got slightly brown at the edge, and this is something actually good. And I know this is original English willow, so that's why I didn't mind having a little bit of brown wood, but it is in the outer side of my bat. So that means when I cut short or do something like this, it is actually good to have brown color in this side, outer side, not inside. So if you have the outer side brown color and you know these are English willow, original English willow, then it is actually a very good bat because then that means this portion is very strong. And then the more you do slash, it faster it will go. If you do slash and everything, it's faster to go. Also, this butterfly mark is actually really good. This shows good ping of the bat.